Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank y'all so much for stopping by the live stream again. Shout out to the NTZ crew. As Michael Beach of Life, I'm pretty sure Jacob Tanje is going to be on here. All my old heads, that's Doubtful Genius. I appreciate all y'all support over the years. All of my members, that's Blizzard Abroad. Check out his channel, everybody. Let's help him gain some traction. I love LaChime. What's up, man? What's up, Jabraz? Robert Morris? Any new viewers and subscribers coming on board for the first time, welcome. And also, anybody catching this on replay. W Secrets to Success, he says, okay, guys, did you all hear about the German guy that overstayed 8 years his visa there in the Philippines, now broken down and out? Yeah, he's just one of many that do that. The peso is 58.71, still rolling. When you let your guard down in the Philippines, your safety is in jeopardy, man. You put your safety in jeopardy. We got to have these type of discussions from time to time because we've taken it for granted. We've taken our safety for granted. Our safety should be number one when you travel overseas, but not in the Philippines. Okay? We know what's Trump's safety. You're chasing some woman over here. That's become your number one concern over here, guys, and gets a lot of people in trouble. Probably what got that German guy in trouble. Okay, he's not worried about where the immigration office is. Guys, it's cheap over here, especially immigration. I was in the Navy. Kurt Coulter. Sorry. Hey, Thomas, he says, hey, Calvin Louisville, I'm from the Fern Creek, Mount Washington area, and I love your videos. Thank you, man. I went to Fern Creek in the 7th and 8th grade, doing the busing. That's where I went, to Fern Creek. And, man, I tell you, you would know if you've lived there your whole life. They think I'm lying when I tell them that I used to have to fight the Ku Klux Klan to get in school every day that first year. Well, we was talking about keep people out of your business the other day. That's just something, man, I don't want to disclose online, Kurt, okay? He said, I heard HIV is bad in the Philippines and that it's rising quite a lot in Davao. Be careful, guys. Yeah, but 85% of those cases are gay men, the new cases. But you do have to be careful because over here, like everywhere else, even in America, you have these men who are hustlers. And they will, go to bed with gay men for money. And they claim they're not gay, but then they'll come home and lay down with their wives and girlfriends. And that's how they spread it. Yeah, but we're not going to do that, Angelo. Be honest. Did you take your girlfriend to the doctor? How do you know you're not infected right now? We don't know. He says overstaying 8 years sounds like a problem. Yeah, and this is what people always leave out. If you're going to do those type of videos, give us the whole story. Okay, you can't go by a comment. I think I know what blog you're talking about, because people send me these comments all the time and emails. I won't bite because I don't know if they're true or not. I'm not just going to make content based on an email or a comment. You got to be careful when you're out there as well, I don't know him. I don't know this guy, and I don't care about anything like that. What's up, 53 Shades Darker? Man, look, man, did you get You're on here now, so there has to be a way for you to do live streams. Do your live streams, let them piggyback off me. Okay. If you want to build up your watch time hours, when I stop, people still want to talk. That's a great time for you, brother. You know. He said, me too, Cal. He said, bussing. Yeah, man. Y'all know I'm not playing. He said, me too, Cal, 78 to 80. Yeah, I went, let's see, that would have been, if I was 12, I think I went 77, 78. I went for 2 years. With Wally Orler was the football coach because they wanted me to play football. They wanted me to stay out there in my 9th grade year and go to high school there, but it was just too far, Thomas. From I believe I had to ride 27 miles to and from school every day. I mean, it wears you out. What's up, Jacob Sanjay? He said the worst part, he came down a short vacation, met a woman, married her during the vacation, didn't know the woman. Now once his money ran out, so did she. Yeah, that's because we put that first. You don't even need a woman, okay, over here to live. That's what my video is about today. Does it make it easier? A lot of people seem to think that. That's their number one reason for coming to the Philippines, and it backfires on them. Yeah, the download, they use it over here. He said, my uncle just came from Dumaguete. He was there 3 weeks. He said, don't go there. The Philippines is well, that's his opinion. Okay. I'm not going to argue with anybody's opinion because that's all it is. That's all. Yeah, it was at Rafi twofold. Oh, so you actually saw the guy. It wasn't a comment. What's up, Mike? Well, over here, you're not going to have a choice. He said, never leave with your wife. You don't have a choice. I don't know who you've been following or whatever it is. Women do not want you for your good looks and intelligence over here, okay? I'm sorry. You got to go somewhere else with that. He said, your uncle's wrong, my guy. Yeah, it could be his opinion. I mean, some guys come over here and they don't have a good time. And they blame it on the Philippines. They don't look in the mirror. The Philippines is what it is. You're not going to change the Philippines. What's up, Robert Sanford? When you headed back over here? But yeah, let's talk about this subject. And I got some information from Traveloka.com on how to stay safe in the Philippines. They had some steps, which this is common sense stuff, right? But we throw common sense out the window when we come over here. Okay? Let me say this right here. Let me ask you a question, first of all, when it comes to safety. I got this at the top. Be honest if you even know the travel advisory from your country as it pertains to the Philippines. Okay? Honestly. Be honest, man. Do you know the travel advisory to the Philippines from your country? Probably not. But if you're in the United States, it's level 2, exercise increased caution. But it says it's level 3 when it comes to all of Mindanao, meaning reconsider your travel to Mindanao. Remember, we're running all over the Philippines like there's no danger. Trust me, these embassies, they know more than you know. But then it says travel 4 means don't go to the archipelago, the Sulu archipelago and Marawi. But you see people going all the time. Ignore this stuff at your own risk. Okay, they had a credible travel advisory the U.S. Embassy did in Manila for Palawan province. That there was a credible kidnapping threat there, but people shrugged it off. They don't follow the stuff. They think, oh, you know, we take the kindness of Filipino people for granted. We take our safety for granted, man. We actually take their kindness for weakness, okay? Because if Filipino people wasn't as good as we say they are, because they are, they're genuinely good people. And they're very hospitable. You're welcome here. There will be more cases of us getting attacked and everything like that. But we take it for granted. If you look back and when that American got killed, remember at the nightclub, he was taking his safety for granted. I'm not blaming him. I've never blamed the victim. He was a victim of violence. He was murdered. But that's a whole casino, dude. That's a whole hotel. I'm going back in there. If you're going to shoot me, you shoot me in front of people. I'm not going to keep wandering into the belly of the beast when you outside with these guys. The minute that guy would have kicked me in the back, I'm headed toward the security, the inside, which I'm going to tell you something, which I told you the other day on the live stream. The security over here is not something that you should take for granted either, like you're saying. But anyway, he's at a whole hotel, a whole casino. All he has to do is go back in there. But he thinks he's safe. He feels he's safe. But he's not. Okay, it says, this is what I wrote down. When we come to the Philippines, we're at the mercy of the Filipino people. And y'all don't believe that. You don't understand the language. You don't know where you are. You certainly don't know who you're with. You think you know. Hey, Cos, thanks, brother. He said, gifted 5 Sunshine Shoulders memberships. If it were not for the goodness of the people here, man, we'd be up Shit's Creek because we stick our necks out, winding around here like we own the place. You see these bloggers going everywhere and anywhere, like these travel advisories don't mean anything, guys. You better start paying attention to this stuff. I'm trying to scare you awake because we've fallen asleep over here. Yeah, you've fallen asleep over here. This isn't Wonderland. What's up, Rashad? Okay. That's the only reason why more of us aren't getting attacked, because Filipino people are really genuinely good. Otherwise, man, you'd be bodies thrown all over the damn place. Okay? Know the travel advisories of your country and follow them. Ignore them at your own risk. September 21st, 2015. On the island of Samoa, beautiful island of Samoa, near Davao, the Abu Sayyaf went to what's the name of this place? The Holiday Ocean View Resort. Disarmed the security. Okay, remember, these guys are not going to risk their lives for you. And kidnap 4 people, 3 foreigners, 2 Canadians, 1 Norwegian, and his Filipino girlfriend. Robert Hall and John Risdale were the Canadians. The deadline passed for the ransom, and they cut these guys' heads off. They beheaded these guys. They didn't do it like they do it in Saudi Arabia with them big, sharp-ass swords where you don't feel a thing from what they say. There's no pain associated with that. No, these guys, and for a while, they were on YouTube. So YouTube took them down. It's a slow, methodical, a dull knife, and they cut these guys' heads off. And then they dropped their head off down in Holo Salu in the street to be found. Now, the Norwegian, evidently, he got smart, and he paid the ransom because they let them go, him and the girlfriend. Yeah, we heard the story, but guess what? We don't pay it any attention. It's not going to happen to me. Okay? Yeah, damn, yeah. He said, you're giving some good advice tonight, Cal. Much appreciated. Thank you, man. We have to have these discussions from time to time. I'll bring this safety out, but people don't listen. We don't want to hear this type of stuff. All we want to hear is, oh, where's the best place to meet Filipinos, the best, the nicest looking women, what's the dating site and all that bullshit, man. Safety is number one, but y'all let pussy trump safety, and it's going to get you in trouble. It's only a matter of time. Okay, it's going to get you in trouble. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, yeah, we've been lucky. A lot of us have been lucky. Okay, because I do the same thing, man. Remember, I tell y'all what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. I'm not going to talk about nothing that I don't do, but I learned my lesson. I mean, I went down to Glen, one of the most beautiful places in the Philippines, but really, it's not safe if you listen to the U.S. Embassy, the State Department, because you're at the southernmost tip of the Philippines. If they do something to you down there, man, there's nothing, the embassy won't get there in time. But we go there like it's nothing. Always, this Wi-Fi always acts up, only when I get on the live stream. I love LaChina. This is a good one. He says, I never feel more vulnerable than when I'm in a hard van with a driver we don't know, going to the airport with all of our luggage. He could do something nefarious. We've been lucky so far. Yeah, but we do all that. But this traveloka.com has got some real good suggestions. One of them is, and I'm getting ahead of myself, but since you brought this up, one of it is spend more money if it means you're going to be safe. That means on Grab, that means on a nicer hotel, even a nicer condo in a more safer area. Spend a little bit more money, guys. You know, remember I told you, being cheap can cost you over here. Y'all think I just be on here talking. That comes from a whole different website. I never even saw that till today. Don't let being cheap cost you your damn life. Big Dog says, I trust no domestic, foreign, or extraterrestrial MFs. Well, trust me, y'all guys are on it today. Because that's the number one thing Traveloka says, don't trust people so easily, which is what we do. We meet these women online and these people online, and we act like we know them. That's how we act. We come over here, come on, we take them to our Airbnb, our hotels. We tell them everything about us. Let me tell y'all something. If you don't hear nothing else on this live stream today, because I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. One of the oldest tricks in the book is to get a woman to lure a man into a trap. That's how they get you. Okay? Carl said, y'all need to watch out for that modus going on over here. Grab and joyride drivers picking you up in a car other than the one that's on the app. Wow. He said, you have no idea what they're capable of. Man, this is great. I'm glad you brought that up. Because also, there's something else that's going on in Manila. I told y'all this before. It was in the newspaper. These bad guys are stealing taxis, man. And they're going around picking up people and robbing them. Okay? But we're not worried about that because we got our nose stuck up in some woman's behind. That's all y'all worried about. What's up, TJ? Says, good morning from Shergal. Beautiful, but getting his son. Rose and fairies are a whole ass joke in the Philippines. Yeah. I was talking about that today. The logistics are going to kick your butt, but it's fairly easy to get around here. That's my next destination, by the way. Pumpkin Joe says my wife, the girlfriend, would take her engagement ring off and any jewelry that looked expensive before taking a taxi. She said some of my addicts are desperate and will pull a gun and end you. Yeah, man, you guys is all over this list. Said don't be flashy. But yeah, we think that we know the Philippines forwards and backwards, guys. There's nothing to be, we watch all these blogs and stuff, and we literally take this stuff for granted. W Secrets of Success, thanks for that super chat. He says, if I was jammed there, I'm sorry. But wait, I don't know what happened. I can't read it. Oh, here. He says, I'm sorry, but I'm singing Sunshine Shoulders. Cal, you better come running too. I'm sorry, man. I can't help you, more than likely. But yeah, we take the Filipinos' kindness for weakness. We come over with a big Western guy. We're big and bad and bold. You see guys, I told you that they act like they're Christopher Columbus over here, man. They're going to get some of y'all hurt falling them. And then you can't ask your girlfriend. She's never been there before. He said, Samar Island is one of my favorite spots in the Philippines. Yeah, well, it was theirs too, Mike, until it wasn't. Okay, they went up on they went to the resort and grabbed these guys. Okay, with security. Security, man, it's nothing, man. They're going to drop them little old ass rusted pistols and everything and get the hell out of Dodge. They're not going to risk their lives for 300 pesos a night. But everybody likes those resorts by the ocean and on the beach, right? They come with a price. I'm trying to scare you today because we've taken safety for granted over here. We dropped our guards, guys. You come over here like you live here. You can't understand the language. You don't know where you are. You certainly don't know who you're with. You don't know that woman. You don't know her motives or nothing. He said, my van driver just got here 3 hours ago because the auto vans were all booked up for the day by 9 a.m. But, you can't change the Philippines. He said, man, those thugs are doing that here too. Jacking Ubers and robbing customers here in the States. Yeah, I'm just saying, it happens here. But imagine you're waiting for a taxi, you flag him down, then he pulls a gun. He's on that shabu or whatever. You're not even expecting it. Pay that extra money and get that grab, man, and make sure you read the damn license plate. That's the first thing I do when I use grab. He says, so dudes who's from the hood know better when traveling overseas. Women make them who's smart stupid. Yeah, because we put the pussy here and the safety way down here. You don't know who's waiting for you at that airport. You let your guard down. He said, I have a coworker whose brother came here. We went to Boracay and he met 2 girls. They went to his room. 20 minutes into it, 3 guys were called to the room where they beat him and robbed him. Yeah. I'm just saying, we need these discussions because we dropped the ball. You see it all the time. Guys is drunk over here, man. Imagine. You go to Dumaguete on that boulevard, you go see guys drunk. Walking up and down that boulevard, man, like those people aren't struggling over here that would love to have that 4,000 or 5,000 pesos you carrying around with you. Yeah, they're not going to put their lives on the line. I just said that the other day. Most of the time when you see something happen, okay, like the foreigner who was killed during the lockdowns in Bacala, he lives in a gated community with security guards, but the bad guys got in there anyway. Okay, I'm sorry, man. He says, I got mad respect for the Philippines. In 2005, I almost got stabbed. I always tell people it's beautiful, but have respect for the people. Well, you know, you're exactly right. But we take their kindness for weakness. You know, they've effeminated Asian men. So we come over here thinking all these are sissies. They're punks. They're soft, right? Until they literally hand your head to you. They behead your ass. See, everybody stopped talking about the foreigner that got killed in Osama's the other day. Everybody stopped talking about it. It's like it never happened. Dude, it happened. That's not the first time either. When I was here, I believe it was 2011, 2012. I can't remember. But there was a foreigner who was killed he was in a jeepney there. It was mistaken identity. But the point is, he had let his guard down. He's sitting in a damn jeepney, man, with his back to everything. Guy just comes up and shoots him in the head. Because this bad guy is there. The U.S. Embassy says, hey, reconsider your travel to Mindanao, but, you know, we ignore it. Oh, I'm going. That's what we were saying. That's what we were saying the other day. The most important thing, don't tell people where you live over here, where you're going, and who you're with. He says, posting your trips and shopping outings on Facebook can put a target on your back. And it will. Yeah, welcome, Punkin' Joe. But I'm going to tell you something. He said, pay attention to your surroundings. Okay, now, Jürgen Kantner. He's the German guy who got beheaded over here. Now, his girlfriend, his companion got killed because she fought. She fought the militants. She wasn't going to get kidnapped. So she said, look, you're going to kill me anyway. She tried to fight and they killed her. This was near Palawan, basically. No, yeah. No, this is South Sulu Sea. This is going toward Sabah, eastern Malaysia. Because Palawan is on the South Sulu Sea, guys. It's what you don't understand when you go there. Just keep your eyes and ears open. Stay around the crowded places where everybody is. But they grabbed him off that ship that they were sailing, and they take him to Holo Sulu. That's a long ride in them little bitty boats. And they held him for a few months, I think from November to February. And the ransom demand, you know, the time passed, the date passed, and they cut his head off, man, with one of them old dull knives they carry. But we don't think it can happen to us. He says, would it be legal to have an electric stun gun? Yeah, you can have a stun gun, certain type of knives over here, and, you know, the pepper spray. I've been looking at flashlights here that have a built-in stun gun. Hell, just get you a damn stun gun. What's up, Soul Snatcher? But let's talk about some of this stuff, okay, that just website, a lot of good stuff, man. It's common sense stuff. You know, y'all know my saying, nothing good happens after midnight. But we're going to go from 1 to 10. He said, wait, what happened in Somalia? No, now that was, it was in 2016, but it's not that long ago. That's not that long ago. Okay. He says, I think I missed it and don't feel like changing rooms to use the Coconut Telegraph. Oh, okay. No, well, they went. I don't know if this place is even still open. You can tell us, TJ, because you've been to Samal. The Holiday Ocean View Resort. The Abu Sayyaf went in there. Somebody must have, gave them a tip. There's foreigners staying there. Could have been one of the security guards, but they disarmed the security guard and they kidnapped 4 people, 3 foreigners, 2 Canadians, 1 Norwegian, and his Filipino girlfriend. Well, the ransom demand was not met. They cut John Risdale. They cut his head off first in April 2016. Then June 2016, they cut off Robert Hall, cut his head off. They said they saw a motorcycle dropping his head off in a plastic bag and taking off. They literally cut your head off over here. I don't know what it is about Canadians, but that damn, what's his name? The prime minister, they give that old funky ass speech. They condemn, the terrorism and all that stuff, right? Because they're not going to sit around for months. They know they're not going to pay for your black ass. You ain't going to have a whole lot of months to wait. They're going to cut your damn head off the first night. Okay? What's up, Mike? Thanks for that super check. Said there's danger in every part of the world. Yeah, but we're over here in the Philippines, Mike. That's why we're talking about it. People have let their guard down over here. I see guys walking around drunk. John used to do it all the time. As safe as St. Carlos City is, dude, and when it gets dark, I'm in the house. Okay, my head's on the damn swivel. Because you can't take anything for granted. Yeah, you're right. It is dangerous, but we're over here, or they're planning to come over here, and a dangerous precedent is being set. People are taking the kindness for weakness over here. They're taking their safety for granted. So they're not doing any of the stuff that these people tell you to do. Okay? Let me say this before I start on this list, because I wrote this. There's a reason tourism isn't as big in the Philippines as you would think it would be for a beautiful place like this. There's a reason for it. The memos went out. The likelihood of being a victim of terrorism is high over here in some places. Okay, I'm trying to scare you. That's the only reason why the Philippines doesn't have more tourists than they should. Have you seen some of these places over here? Okay, especially Palawan. One of the 8 wonders of the world is there now. I mean, just unbelievable beauty, natural beauty over here. But some people stay away because they believe it. They read that stuff and they take heed to it. They're not like us. We're adventurers, really. It's like, well, fuck it, I ain't got nothing to lose. Hey, I'm 69 already. If they want to kidnap me, let them kidnap me. But that's a messed up attitude to have. Okay? But I'm just telling you, man, there's a reason the Philippine tourism is not as high as it should be. It should be up there with at least Malaysia. I'm not saying it's going to be up there with Thailand, but at least Malaysia. But the memo we get in America is danger. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. You don't get any good news about the Philippines in America. I'll argue with anybody about that. You don't get any good news. It doesn't say, oh, come to the Philippines. I've seen that come to Thailand commercial in America. You don't get that here. That's all I'm saying. But we're talking about because we're taking it for granted. See, this is taking it for granted right here, TJ. You can't do that, man. Because we're not following any common sense. We're not taking any precautions. He says anywhere that's famous for partying. Oh, no, for what's he saying? For partying men with their funds via women and liquor has a heightened risk of danger. Philippines and Thailand are no different, yeah, but there's something going on over here. Okay, it's more than just the infrastructure that keeps people away from here, because the infrastructure has improved since 2009. I've been coming over here since 2009. Were it not for that damn pandemic, there's no telling where the Philippines would be right now. They were on a fast course, man. They were going somewhere. I'm pretty sure it would look a whole lot different than it does now. But we're just talking about our attitude. The Philippines hasn't changed. You're not going to change the Philippines, but you can change your attitude, see? Most of the stuff we worry about over here is out of our control. A woman, okay, whether China's going to invade the Philippines or not, the stuff we shouldn't even be worried about. But the stuff we can control, our safety, we throw it out the window. We don't even worry about it. He said, son of man, my ex-Filipino lover recently warned me, Philippines is going to get dangerous because times are getting harder there. I don't know about that. You know, I know that once the United States military gets settled over here again, I've already warned my viewers and subscribers, they're going to wake up a sleeping giant over here. Okay? You can take that information any way you want. Okay? You're going to have to really be on your P's and Q's over here, man, and watch where you're going and who you're dealing with. They do not want that U.S. military over here, man. Okay? Don't say I didn't tell you. He said, when someone is trying to rip you off, how do you stop it without pissing them off? How do you show you're pissed off without getting into trouble? This is when you got to let it roll off your shoulder. Yeah, a lot of times, but then do this, Angelo. This works for me. There's something called a do not call list in America. You cannot call people. It's a list. If you call them, you can be sued and whatever. I just moved it over here to the Philippines. I said, okay, you can fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You get me one time, I'm never going back. And you'll never get me again. Okay, I went to what I thought was our favorite fruit stand yesterday on my way back from the store, just to get some lemons, man. Okay, the woman come out from the back, oh, what you want? You know, all grumpy, right, looking all evil. And I was like, give me 4 lemons. Guess what she said? Oh, why don't you just get 5 and make it an even 100 pesos? I said, okay. I gave her 100. She will not get 1 more peso from me. Okay? For that reason. The way you're going to take me for granted, take my patronage for granted. Here, lady, you know, I don't know what, she never treated me like that before. Maybe she had an off day or something. I don't know. But you put them on your do not call list. You do have to let that roll off your shoulder. Okay. The tricycle driver in Manila, he cheated me for the 100 pesos. Man, I wanted to, you know, choke him out, but I'm like, it's not worth it. Here, take that 100. But Jesus is going to get you. I said, God's going to get you. I scared him. But just don't patronize them again. What do you mean? What are they ripping you off for? It's usually a petty amount. What they charge you? 300 per kilo instead of 200 per kilo. Okay. They're not going to cheat you out of a whole lot of money. Okay. It's just the way it is over here. Most of the people over here, they really are genuinely good people here. Otherwise, man, the paper would be full like Colombia and different places like that. If Filipinos wasn't as good as we say they are, because they are. Now, this is a good one. This is a good advice, but good luck with this. Okay, I don't know how long that would take, and I don't think it's possible, Mike. But he says, fellas, you got to train your woman to keep her mouth shut about your life details. These women are so respectful, you can turn around for 5 minutes and some random Filipino man can know everything about you. That's right. See, it's hard if not impossible. Everything you do, they're telling. You take them somewhere, now your location is on Facebook. It's on TikTok. It's on YouTube. You buy them something, it's on there. You're at a restaurant, there you are. It's all being told. You can't change that. It's something inside of them. It's that chismis, but it doesn't mean you can't try. Okay, because they don't meet strangers over it. It is one of the qualities that I love about Filipinos, because I'm shy, I'm bashful around strangers. But they'll get in a tricycle or a taxi, and it's like they've been knowing the taxi driver their whole life. And that's how it is no matter where they go. But there's a downfall to that. They're leaking out too much information. They're going to tell where you're from. How many times Maryland told strangers, I don't even know he's from America. He's a black American, they'll say. And, I'm 60 years old, whatever it is, and everything. I'm a vlogger. Don't tell them that. That's good advice, but good luck with that. It's not going to work. He said, my nephew was walking around with 30,000 pesos like a damn idiot. I told him, what's wrong with you? He said, I'm 6'2", 250 pounds. Nobody's going to mess with me. Yeah. Did you see how big that foreigner was that got gunned down in Osama's? He was big. And they don't know. They don't care. But let's get to that list, because there's 3 things on that list y'all done already said. It goes to show y'all that we know what to do, we just don't do it. So the first thing is, just like Big Dog said, don't trust people too quickly. Well, you might as well throw that out the window. What's up, Darren? Thank you. Don't trust people too quickly. Well, I'm sorry. You're trusting the woman. She's meeting you at the airport. She knows what time your flight's coming in, what gate it is, the whole 9 yards. You're doing that. You're taking her to the hotel Airbnb. She knows exactly where you're staying. Then when you close your eyes, you're tired. The jet lag catches up on you. Don't trust people too quickly, man. You don't have no sixth sense in your head that you can tell, oh, well, this is going to be okay. It takes a while. Where's my doll? Where's your doll? Over there. Let me get Booby's doll. I don't know where she got this doll. Somebody might. I don't know where you got that, Booby. But that don't trust people too quickly stuff, man. We got that bad. We got it bad. He said, I may just go to Thailand. I hate to say it. Thailand is safe for. No. Don't say that. He said, Thailand is safer than the fields from the brothers I hear from. Well, I don't think they know. We're just saying you're still going to have to do the same things in Thailand, man. Okay, we're talking about when you're traveling overseas. Wherever you go. He says, I know you rep the fields and I love Filipino women, but patio might be on the menu for me. Well, hell, you're getting some bum data, man. Wherever those women are and those bars are and all that they have in patio, because evidently you haven't been, I've been, the riffraff is there. Okay? The bad guys are there. Here we go. No. It's Muslims do that crap. I'm more afraid of Christians than Muslims. Yeah. How many Ku Klux Klan are Muslims? Okay? That's all I'm saying. Get off here with that crap. Yeah, good. This is good information that we need to heed, but we don't. Oh, it's not going to happen to me. I'm going to get down, I'm going to pray, and, have the angels surrounding me when I go out over here. He says a lot of people get killed in Somalia. A lot of it is undeveloped, and devout youngsters like to handle business away from the cops. He said, you're right. My girl talks to this Tita while I'm in the gym and she's telling all our stuff. I'm like, hold up. Now Tita is over here always trying to ask for favors. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. They don't know strangers, which is really, I wish I was like that, but I'm not. And I don't know if it's because I'm skeptical of people, but it's just because I'm really shy and bashful to strangers. Yeah, Muslim, that's what I'm saying. I don't play that on here. I was watching last night. I wanted to show Marilyn. She never saw the atomic bomb. Those weren't Muslims that dropped that atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, or Hiroshima, however you pronounce it. Okay, those were Christians that did that. And the devastation wrought by those bombs, guys, go watch it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to turn it into something it's not. But imagine just 10 years later, the Soviets now the United States has a nuclear bomb that's, okay, I think it was 15 kilotons of TNT, which was what that, now the one that they've got now is like 1.1 million megatons or however they measure it. It's so much more stronger, man. I mean, imagine what the weapons today are like. Okay, there's very few Muslim countries that have those type of weapons. Those are Christian countries. They won't let the Muslim countries have them. He said, my advice to anyone from America is if you're going to third world countries, just know by simply being American, you have a target on your back when natives there are hungry for a bag. There's a lot of truth to that, but in the Philippines, man, the people are genuinely good. Majority of them. I guess that's everywhere, really. But the problem I've got with us is we've dropped our guard. We think this is kindergarten over here. It's not, man. It's not kindergarten. It's nowhere near kindergarten, but that's the way we've addressed it over here. It's like, excuse me, I'm just get on the plane and go over here. I don't even have to know what the travel advisory is in the Philippines. Be honest, man. Who knows the travel advisory to the Philippines from your country? You don't know because you didn't even read it. You're trying to find out what dating site is the best dating site. Well, I can give you that. That's easy. All the women are on all the same dating sites, guys. They fooling you. Don't go with that all Christian Filipino stuff. That's bullshit. The same women are on all those sites. They would be stupid not to be on all those sites. It lessens their chances of meeting somebody. And it doesn't cost them anything anyway. But you got guys just selling that Christian Filipino because they get a commission. I said, I don't want nothing to do with that. Okay? I help guys, if I can, to try to navigate those things, but I'm not going to promote it because it's no different than all the rest of them. It's no different than Filipino Cupid, Cherry Blossom, Cebuans.com. They're all on there, guys. Dating Asia. Except Dating Asia is actually free. If you got an IP address that shows you over here, if you're not over here already. But that's what we're worried about. Yeah, true though, man. I don't want to hear that rhetoric. After they find my head rolling down the damn street, you condemn this and condemn that. But let me say this though. I have to tip my hat to the Philippine government because they, with the help of the U.S. and different countries, they've come over here, especially when Obama was in office. And, I don't like Obama. I don't like any of them. But he brought them drones over here, and they were picking off people. They were hunting people down. They just about blew Sayaf off the map. Okay, basically they bankrupted them. It's not that many left, man. Obama sent those drones over here. You know, he loved the drones. He said, hell, the phrase Shanghai comes from back when dudes would get someone blackout drunk in San Francisco and they'd wake up a merchant marine en route to Shanghai. Yeah. But boy, y'all own it. Now that's the fourth one, TJ, that's on this list. We know what to do, but we won't do it. Okay. Don't trust people too quickly. Well, you might as well throw that out because we're doing that. Okay. Then it says, keep people at home updated. And pretty sure most people should be doing that. You should be talking to somebody back home. See, that was a big mistake I made when I came over here. I didn't tell anybody I was coming. That's a big, big mistake. Don't do that. I just got on the plane and came, and once I got here, yeah, I'm in the Philippines now, and blah, 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 right? But keep people updated. Even join that smart travel program that the U.S. Embassy offers. It's free. And don't say I didn't tell you. That's really good. They keep you updated on a whole bunch of stuff. Anything that they think you should be aware of, they'll send you an email. Okay, it says, spend more if it means you're safe. Go ahead and get the Grab instead of the taxi. It's going to cost you a little bit more. Go ahead and pay more for that nice hotel that has real security and all that. Okay, the doors are really locked, and then heavy doors that they just kick in and all that. Spend a little more if it's going to put you in a better neighborhood, and if it means your safety. Because remember, guys, I already did the video. You get what you pay for over here. This is one of those places where that really applies. You get what you pay for over here. You want to be cheap? Okay, you're going to pay. Johnny S says, I was there. I saw how Calvin's very watchful. Almost to the point of being paranoid, but not really. It's just that in a place like St. Carlos City, you can really take safety for granted. But every now and then, they'll have some people coming through here, man. But what I like about the police here, not only police, but the communities here, is they work together. They don't have that old penitentiary mentality that a lot of black communities have in America. Okay? Well, we don't want to tell nothing we see. Oh, I'm not going to tell. Shit, Filipinos would tell on your ass. Okay? And that's why they catch the criminals so fast. And then they got CCTVs everywhere. So it's easy, but no, not me, man. At nighttime, I'm in the house. That's Maryland. She'll tell you. He said the Philippines is still a third world country despite efforts to be modern, but it's not even considered, it's above a third world. Look it up, guys. It's something that, not a developing country, but it's something between a developing country and a developed country. There's something in the middle there. That's where the Philippines is. It graduated from a third world country and developing country. It's above that now. Do you really think of Brazil, South Africa as third world countries? No, but the Philippines is right there with them and a bunch of other places, countries who are in that little spot right there that I forgot what they called it. Yeah, he said a lot of foreigners mysteriously commit suicide in Pattaya. Yeah. Just saying. This is the reason why British, their embassy was advising their citizens not to go there because they had stopped investigating. Man, there was so many British people dying over in Thailand, but they wasn't investigating the deaths. They said, y'all need to quit going over there. They threatened the Thai, government. They said, we'll stop our people from coming over there. And now they're putting forth a little bullshit effort, a better effort than what they were doing before. Yeah, there's a lot of people. As a matter of fact, TJ, you brought that up. Thailand has the highest rate of suicide of any for expats in all the world. Okay? He said that's the reason rule number 1 is very important. Yeah, man. But you can't change the Philippines. Okay? It's what it is. You can't change it. But you can change yourself. And the way you perceive it, the way you look at it, this isn't kindergarten over here, guys. Give it the same respect as you would give any other tough place you go to. They call it a third world country. They saying all the people over here wanting the bag, but you scared when you go to the west side of Chicago. But you come over here where you say it's supposed to be so bad, but you let your guard down, chasing some woman. Make that make sense to me. It don't. Okay? Y'all better put some respect on the Philippines, man. It's going to cost you. It cost that young man his life down in Cebu. Dude, you can call me whatever you want to, but call me for dinner later. That's a whole casino. That's a whole hotel. When I see that these guys are trying to jump me or whatever it is, I'm going back in the hotel, man. I'm going to take for granted. I mean, why am I going to stay out there and take for granted that I can whoop these guys? Because they much smaller and all that, man. Y'all better start using your head, man. This head. Yeah, well, see, you guys are just going to go over there and let your guard down. The Thailand is not the kindergarten either. Whatever you're doing in the Philippines, you better be doing in Thailand. Y'all missing the whole point. Okay, you going to Thailand, son of man, then what's the travel advisory to Thailand? Do you know? You don't know because you don't care. You're chasing women over there. Safety should be at the top of your concern, but it's not, man. That's pitiful. When you let some woman trump your safety. He said a good topic is why do people leave the comfort and security of their home country surrounded to come here and look over your shoulder? The women, a lot of reasons though. You have to understand, is it really comfort and security over there? I left America because of that triangle of death. The thugs, the police, and stress. There was no comfort and security over there for me. Okay? I was looking over my shoulder at home in my own neighborhood. But you got to understand, Angelo, a change of environment is good for you. Who wants to be scared in their damn boots, locked in your damn house, man? You don't want that. See, that's the mindset we come over here with. That where we come from is so much better than the Philippines and these other places. This is where we get off track. You know better, man. You're a human being. You know better. Okay? Money doesn't make you better. You cannot use money as a measuring stick of the character of people. And this is where we make a mistake. So we come to the Philippines. We look down on Filipinos and wherever you go, the Sudan and all those places, because you live a higher standard of living, more comfortable, so you think you're better. No. You still poop out of your ass like they do. See, that's all subjective, that comfort and security. Because the Philippines is like I said, you would think there would be more tourism over here because of the natural beauty here. But it's not. It's because the Western countries send that memo out to people and it scares some people. That's saying I'm not going over there. I don't want to be kidnapped. I don't want my head chopped off. But it's more to the Philippines than that. My vlog is about preventing that from happening to you. It doesn't mean when you get off the plane, they're gonna chop your head off. It just means that you have to do your due diligence, man. You got to use your common sense. That's what this list is about. Don't trust people too quickly. You already trusted the woman. You didn't know her. You moved into your house. We've already violated rule number 1 right there. I'm not picking on you. I'm just making a point. Hey, thanks for that super chat, big dog. That's all I'm saying. He said, on fire. We're just trying to scare some people away. Philippines is a beautiful country. But wherever you go, you better be doing this stuff. But yeah, that's very subjective, Angelo. But a change of environment is good for you. Let's see what we got here. He said, Thailand iced tea is the best. I miss it. He said, Thailand feels you may not remember every face you see walking around, but they remember you. Get drunk and F up. You don't know who is watching, but they never forget you. Yeah, that's what. Okay, here's this next one. Don't party too hard. Don't party too hard. Thailand is a party central, man. This is the start of a lot of guys' troubles over there. They're getting drunk. When I was there on Soy 6 and Walking Street, you see them, man. And then when I went to Angeles City, what time did we get to Angeles City, Maryland? It had to be 7:30. They're already on Walking Street getting drunk. Don't party too hard. They're watching you, like he said. Okay, then your wallet comes up missing. Or the woman you take home ends up stealing your wallet and your passport and everything. When we were in Cebu, that happened to a man. We were checking in the Airbnb and he's on the phone with the owner of the Airbnb and she's pulled up CCTV. He done let the Filipina in. She done took his wallet with his passport and everything. Trusting people too quickly. Getting drunk. Partying too hard, it says. Now, this is a good one right here. It says, be confident. Even if you don't know where you are, even if you're scared to death, man, don't let them see you sweat. Walk around like you were born in the Philippines. Speak, confidently. Give me a damn, you know what I'm saying. I need a grab or whatever. Because they'll sniff out that when you're timid. What's up, 2019? Retired 2019. Hope you're feeling good today, brother. I think you said you have your treatments on Tuesday. But it would be Monday there. So you're okay. You say you're smoking sherm. Okay, be confident. Okay, it says, know where the police stations are and emergency numbers. Okay, in a small place like this, I know where the police station is, but it's far from me. But I know where it is, and I know where the jail is. But I don't know if they have I think they have a 911 here. Is it 119? Something like that. Southern Purchase, thanks for that super chat. He said, would you say that the Filipino tune-up lowers our guard or our stupidity? Absolutely. And the thought of it and looking forward to it. You know, you put her way up here. Your thought in is on safety, okay? It's on sex. It's on something else, man. That's the oldest trick in the book. There was a killer in Louisville. They let him out now. That was his MO. He'll let the girl slide in there and lure the guy out, then he blows the damn guy's head off. They know we have a weakness for that. So you damn right it lets your guard down. Because you think when she opens up those legs, you think you know her. You feel comfortable. You close your eyes. The first night you ever saw the woman, you close your eyes. Everything's, you know, out in the open. You're telling her secrets, man, that you don't even, your mama don't know. He said, fear is a powerful emotion. It keeps you on your toes. Or it dulls your senses. W Secrets of Success. Yeah, it does your senses. You're scared to move. You're scared to look around. Well, I think it's time for him to go. He don't bring nothing good to the thing. Snookism or whatever he is. He says, TJ says, I haven't had a perfect run, but all crimes against me so far have been crimes of opportunity. I dropped, I left something someplace, I price gouging. Y'all got to use the damn safe. Yeah, but all I'm saying is every now and then you have to have a vlog like this, a topic like this, to shake people awake. We've fallen asleep at the wheel. All this stuff y'all talking about on here, but yet when you get off the plane, you act like you own the place, like you know where you're going, like you understand Tagalog, Messiah, Ilongo, and all the rest of them. You've been knowing the people all your whole life that you're going to meet at the airport. You don't. You don't even know the travel advisory. You never even stop to look and see what it was. These guys are going over to Colombia and all these places, man. They're not checking that stuff. We've gotten complacent, man, and that's why I'm doing it. I'm trying to scare you. I'm not saying don't come to the Philippines. You can't change the Philippines, but you can change the way you perceive this place, the way you look at it. Spend a little extra money and rent a van with a driver if you don't want to get on that bus. He said, anyone know where to get cornbread here in Cebu City? Well, hell, you want to just buy it or you want to make it? I'm pretty sure Ayala Mall has Jiffy cornbread mix, or you can go to Kenny Rogers. They sell that little sweet cornbread. He says, I always take two girls I know very well when I go to Walking Street, just in case I have one too many. It's called being smart. I leave the phone at home and carry minimum amount of money. Now, that's what I've got down here. Don't carry large amounts of money. But again, this is where you say, oh, it's only $200, so you got $10,000 in your pocket, which is a whole month's salary to some people over here. I mean, what would you need $200 to do over here? If you're going out to the bar, you'd be drunk long before that was used up. Are you going out to eat? Where are you going to eat that's going to cost you 10,000 pesos? Unless you're going to the mall and you're going to buy you some nice running shoes or some nice sunglasses that may cost 7,000 or 8,000 pesos. Why would you carry around 10,000 pesos? I don't know. Make copies. This is stuff I'll put down here. Make copies of your important documents and carry them around. Don't carry your passport with you. Just carry the biological page and maybe the page where your entry stamp. But I'm going to keep on going down the list. Don't be flashy. You see what Pumpkin Joe Philippine Experience said. Whenever they're going to go somewhere, they take off the jewelry and anything like that. Man, I've got friends over here, man. They got, I mean, beautiful pieces of jewelry, especially the wife. And I'm saying, well, do they know something? I don't know, because, you know, maybe she's got a gun. I mean, I've seen it on 2 occasions, the diamond ring, I mean, just screaming money. These are real diamonds. These aren't zirconium and all that. And I'm thinking to myself, man, if Marilyn ever wore something like that out in public, I'd kick up in hand. I mean, that's what will get you hurt over here, doing that. But you know, our egos get in the way. Okay, he says, I ordered his cornbread mix on Lazada for 190 pesos. Only restaurant I've seen cornbread in is Kenny Rogers. Hey, thanks for the information. You can go on Lazada. I'm pretty sure Shopee may have it. But don't be flashy. Know how to get in touch with the embassy. Does everybody know that when you call the embassy, don't call that main number. Call the American Citizen Services. There's somebody there 24 hours a day to answer that phone. American Citizen Services. That's who you want to call. That's who you want to contact. It's called ACS. They're going to handle your emergency or whatever it is, or give you any type of information. But there's someone there to answer that phone 24 hours a day. And then it says, here, the last one is, hope for the best, but plan for the worst. Okay? See, don't come over here. You don't have to be paranoid and, you know, and all that. Just be prepared. That's all I'm saying. We've gotten to the point where we think the Philippines is nothing, man. We're lucky that the people are genuinely good. Otherwise, man, the ground would be littered with bodies because we stick our heads out like that. But yeah, I'm trying to scare y'all away because you certainly don't went to sleep. Okay? You think that, oh, it was 2016 when those Canadians got their heads chopped off. Those bad guys aren't around anymore. That was only 8 years ago. Actually, about 8 years ago. It was June 2016 when Robert Hall got his head chopped off. It was even sooner when the German guy got his head chopped off, 2017. There's more, though. And not just getting your head chopped off, the 2-man tandem and all of that. See, remember I said, don't argue with people over here. You cannot win an argument in the Philippines, okay? Sometimes, like Angelo was talking about earlier, you got to let that stuff roll off your shoulders, guys. You know, it's not always about being right over here. Sometimes it's better to just, you know, walk away, man, and live another day. Because over here, you don't know who you're arguing with. Is he a bad guy? Is he a good guy? Is he a rich guy? Is he important? You don't know. You say the wrong thing to people, you know. He said, if something happens around me, I sure won't be the last to know. Well, see, we've got that penitentiary attitude in the black community. That's why so many murders go unsolved. Man, in Louisville, Kentucky, man, 65%, the highest in the nation, because people aren't telling what they're seeing. They're afraid, I'll tell, it's none of my business. Bullshit. Okay, and until we get rid of that, it's going to keep happening. Okay, oh, he's a snitch. They don't play that over here, man. They do not play that. When that lady got, remember that lady and a man got shot on not a few months ago here in the Philippines on the bus? They hurry up and caught those guys, man. People, as soon as they saw it, they knew who they were. And then they took the police to her son and say he's the mastermind. If that would have happened in Louisville, man, they still be looking for them people. He said Metro has cornbread. That's what I was thinking, because if you go to Ayala, they got a big section of international foods. He said, if you take a woman to your room, this is yard, he says, make sure you check her in at the desk. Hotel staff should check with you before they return her ID. Now see, this is what, when we went to Thailand, we didn't have to, the lady was acting as if she knew we were going to bring somebody in there, which we didn't. I was with Eric Terry. But she said, yeah, if you bring somebody back, make sure you check them in, and they got to have ID and all this. I'm looking at her like, lady, I'm not bringing anybody back here. But that's a great point, but we don't. A lot of times we just, boom, we rush them straight up to the room, pants on fire. And you already know you're going to bring her there, right? Go ahead and get everything put up and put away that you worry about. My next door neighbor, let's see, when I lived in Cebu, in Labangan, my next door neighbor, he was from this is 2010. 100% of the time, he got his girls from the bar. So he brings the girl home. He's drunk. She takes 250,000 pesos from him. Now, you're talking about 2010. That's a lot of money now. But in 2010, it was a tremendous amount of money. Okay? He let his guard down. He said, if you're tricking, never bring women to the place you lay your head. There are plenty short-time, long-time hotels. Trust no one. Yeah, that's the first rule. It says don't trust people too quickly. But alcohol impedes your judgment. You know, oh, party, you know, drink up. Everybody's your friend. You're going to spend more money just from getting drunk. And then somebody somewhere is watching, because now you're in a blackout. You don't know where you are. Yeah, but see, this is exactly what I'm talking about, Jonathan. He says, I never understand people going to these provinces alone. Only research they did was on the woman they're going to see. Research the province and the culture. This is what we're doing all the time. You see these vloggers, they on these motorcycles, they're going everywhere, right? Don't do that. You better know where you're going. Maybe they did the research. I hope, you know, I'm going to give them that much credit. But a lot of these guys, they aren't doing it. He said, Kenny Rogers is a pretty cool dude. He said, don't F with the Jiffy here. It tastes like cardboard. Wow. And Has is about to expire. That's one thing about over here. The expiration date, a lot of times, man, you can't read it. It's, you know, it's so old or whatever it is. But yeah, I'm trying to scare you guys. He said 2,000 is plenty to walk around with. I mean, if you just want to be a boss man, have 5. You know, that's it. That's not even, you know, in your train of thought, that's not even $100. But that's plenty money over here to do whatever. If you're going out to drink, that's plenty. If you're going to a restaurant, that's plenty. Whatever you're going to do, man, 5,000 is plenty enough. But, you know, we show out over here. We show out over for these women over here. That's the problem. You guys act like you haven't had any attention forever, man. The way y'all put on over here, I see it. You know, they'll come and just bring everybody. Go to the resort and bring everybody. You know, you don't have to show them you got money for them to know. It's got some extra money. Even bring the girlfriends and friends with them and all that, man. We're showing out, guys. You know, we just had the vlog about keeping a low profile, but that's not. We be showing out hard over here, boy, for these little ladies who probably, Merlin said, have never had 10,000 in their hand at one time. He said the USA has a passport card, that and a copy of your immigration stamp. Yeah, but why would you want to carry that passport card and risk losing it? I don't believe you can get in the Philippines with a passport card. You need that book to get in the Philippines. You're not going on a cruise. You better not bring that passport card over here. It's too important. You don't need that. Yeah, he said that pee is powerful, Cal. It has a hypnotic effect. I can understand why these guys walk past safety like a ghost just to get that sweet pee. It's a physical drug. That's the bottom line. Yeah, but you don't want it. That's going to be there, though. This is the point I'm trying to make. Don't forsake your safety, something you're not sure of, for something that you're sure of. That's not going anywhere. That's going to be there. Every day, twice on Sunday. This is what I'm saying. The Philippines has that effect on us. The things we should be worried about, we don't worry about. And the things we worry about, man, we shouldn't even waste our time thinking about it. It's automatic. That is automatic. Okay? But for some reason, we don't believe it. He said, half a lifetime ago, I was the naive fool with the icy ass chain, watch, and bracelet. Looking back, I was asking for it. Yeah, I was too, back in the 90s, man, when I was working at DuPont Chemicals, making all that money. You know, that's when really the drug dealers was wearing all that stupid stuff. I went and got a gold watch. It was 10 karat, but it was nice as hell, you know, with the diamonds, you know, the little diamond chips in it, man. It was nice. But guess what I did? And I was lucky my friend was with me. I was in a blackout at the club, went to sleep in the club. He took my watch off and messed with me because I thought somebody had stole it. He's like, no, I got it, man. I used to do the same stupid stuff. Yeah, he says the State Department had Mindanao level 3. Well, it still does. Reconsider your travel to Mindanao. Okay. No, it's not. Level 2 is Philippines, period. I was just on there today before this live stream. That means exercise increased caution. 3 is reconsider your travel. 4 is don't travel to the Sulu archipelago. You know, Holo, Sulu, Tawi Tawi, Marawi. It's a bunch of them on there really that they don't say. Lanao del Sur, do not go there, guys. Maguindanao, do not go there. If your girlfriend lives anywhere around there, you like, look, meet me in Iligan or somewhere like that. Holo, Sulu, Baziland, you know. It's a few places, man, that you really should be shaking in your boots. You don't want to go anywhere near it. That's why we're having this discussion. But we ignore it because we see these vloggers going to these places. Remember, I told you I wanted to go to Holo Sulu because I saw another vlogger do it. And then, you know, Merlin talked some sense into me. And then I thought, you know what? It's not worth it. You know, they showed those beautiful beaches there. You know, the German guy, what's his name? He went there. But hell, he had, those wasn't his friends. That's what security with him. He hard to take him down places. I don't want to go any place like that. And yeah, it was pristine beaches and all that, but you know, you're really taking a big chance. I said, no, I'm not going to do it. Because I asked Derek Q, I said, you know, you want to get your views up, go there. Go there. They'll go up. But I changed my mind. I said, no, I'm not going to do it. You know, I don't want to be like that. I'm not going to travel around with a boatload of police. Marcus Garvey, thanks for that super chat. He said, remember when you said don't get drunk with locals? Yeah. Don't get drunk, period. You want to get drunk. If you're going to get drunk, man, get drunk at home. Okay, this is what I'm going to tell you something. Remember I said, you know, Filipinos are genuinely good people. But when anybody gets drunk, man, that's that liquid courage. They're going to say things to you that they would never think to say. All right, and this is where all you got to do is pick up the paper here in the Philippines. Whenever you see, like, okay, just recently, a brother killed his own brother. Forgot what it was over. But they had been drinking. And he stabs the brother with the bolo and kills him. Most of the time when you hear about somebody dying over here, just, you know, it's drinking behind it. I wouldn't do it. Does anybody know, he said, the card is for driving to a country in the West. Oh, yeah, getting on a ship. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. That card is not of any use overseas. They're not even going to let you get on the plane with that. Just make a copy of it and put it if you're worried about it. He said Marie Callender's clam chowder was like crack. What is that? Is that in, where is that, in the can or a restaurant? He said, my wife had 3 past friends try to scam her out of cash, which means scam me. Business opportunities are such. I told her no, and sure enough, they hit up others we know with a different reason. This business thing, we could talk all day long, and you could be at the forefront of it, Funkin' Joe Philippine Experience, because I know you had some experience with that. Remember I told you I was watching the video where Old Dog New Tricks was interviewing Jules in the Philippines, and he said the same thing. He said, man, we tried everything. Nothing worked. He said, I poured all kinds of money in the businesses over here, and I'm going to tell you something why they don't work. We don't have a business plan, first of all. We don't have any business experience. We don't know what businesses to start. We have no clue as to who our buying public is going to be over here. You don't know their buying patterns. A lot of people over here want credit. We just don't have the knowledge, guys, to do it. It sounds good. Okay? We open up the wrong businesses, man. There's no way I would open up a restaurant here in the Philippines. There's too many restaurants. Who's going to be your patrons when 2/3 of the people over here are earning about $3 a day? I mean, that's wishful thinking, man. It makes for good drama and good video content. You know, when you open up a restaurant anyway, the profit margin is so small. Okay, but I mean, you almost have to be a genius to open up a business over here and for it to be successful. We don't do enough research. We want a piggery, a sorry store, what else they do? Just a bunch of stupid stuff. Then we get it in the wrong location. You know, the woman put me up on it a long time ago. I was like, why is your Airbnb closed? She said, because there's not enough people to come to San Carlos City. If you're going to open up an Airbnb, make sure it's in a place where tourists are coming. Like TJ's in Surigao now. Surigao, Cebu, Dumaguete, Sikiho Island. But that's what we do. It sounds good. Oh, I'm gonna leave her with something, and I'm gonna just so she don't have to. Her and her family have to ask me for any money. I'm gonna open up a business for them. It's the worst thing you could do. Okay, yes, the worst thing you could do. It's gonna go belly up in no time. You're gonna keep pouring money into it. Remember, I told you my buddy has a piggery. Well, the piggery's supposed to work like this. You buy the big sow and the other one, they have babies. You sell the babies. And you do it again, to pay for the feed and stuff like that. Well, hell, they were eating the pigs. And then they called him, hey, we need more money. We run out of pigs. He said, well, take the money that you received from selling the pigs. They said, selling the pigs? We thought we were supposed to eat them. Yeah, right. He said, Mindanao has always been the bad place to go. It's a big place, man. I live there. Okay, but I'm not going to tell people to go there anymore. I'm going to say go at your own risk. Because you're not going to ever say, Calvin told me it's okay. Because I used to say that because, Mindanao is big and, more than likely you're going to be okay, guys. But in some places you cannot go there. Even when I was in Zamboanga. But you don't know the bad guys from the good guys. They could be sitting in the Jollibee right next to you. I'm saying read the travel advisory and obey them, guys. They know more than I do. Who knows, man? Maybe when I went there, it was the bad guys' day off. I don't know. But I'm not gonna be irresponsible anymore and tell people, hey, go down there. I'm going to Davao for the meet and greet. It's one of the safest cities, not only in the Philippines, but in the world. But I better fly into there and I better fly out of there because all those little places around there, man, are dicey. I went to Davao del Norte, del Sur, whichever one it was. I wasn't supposed to be there, but I didn't know. I was stupid. Following a woman there, we didn't even have a relationship or nothing. I met on the dating site, but it never turned into anything. But I was there, man. Come to find out, it was a dangerous ass place I was in. What's up, Don? Yes, July 27th in Davao at the Aeon Towers. So if y'all want to say, oh yeah, he's scaring people, then you true today, I am. Because we falling asleep over here, guys. Just wake up, man. Damn. Know where you going, know who you with. Watch your back. He said, my wife just recouped money from another Panay who owed her for years. She had to threaten her with a demand letter. A woman paid her the same day. Yeah, that loan and money, man. I don't have that on here, but that should be on here. Don't loan money. You got it to give. But don't loan it, because especially when they know she's with a foreigner. More than likely, you're not going to get it back. The woman's going to be afraid to ask for it back. And now, it's one of them things where you got to let it roll off your shoulder, because if you give somebody, 25,000 pesos, then what? It takes up 5,000 to get you rubbed out. I want to say just use your common sense, but I can't say that on these vlogs because we don't use the common sense over here, man. We just don't use it. And it's a shame, man. Hey, Blizzard Abroad, thanks for that super chat. He said, this is content people need to hear. Respect, brother. Thank you. But we don't want it. We don't listen to these type of vlogs. We don't want it. Blizzard Abroad. We want the girly vlogs. We want somebody to sit on here and tell you where to go to meet the women. They want to be reassured over and over and over when they get here. There's going to be a woman waiting. We eat that kind of stuff up. But the stuff that's really going to help you, because I've been noticing these cost of living videos are popping back up because they're going to get you clicks, but they're not going to teach you anything. No two people are alike, and that's why I argue with anybody who's coming up with making demands. Oh, you need this and you need that. No, you need this and need that. You can't tell me what I need and what I can't do or can do. No two people are the same. The Philippines is cheaper. Yeah, but if you got a woman with 3 or 4 or 5 children, yeah, of course, you're going to need more money. But they're popping up here lately, and, you know, people are sitting back, you know, like they really know how much you need to live over here. You know, I was watching one the other day. I'm like, well, dude, you live in an 80. You're telling me I need $3,000, but you're living in an $80 a month apartment. Make that make sense to me. See, I mean, I'm not going to tell anybody what you need. Because no two people are the same. But that's the type of stuff we want to hear. Those are the videos you're going to sit there all day and you're not going to learn anything from them. You only got to come over here boots on the ground to learn, hey, what can I live off of? How much is it going to take for me to live off, you know, in the Philippines? And, you know, you're going to throw your hat into the ring and see what type of woman you're going to eventually get. Because you're going to get a woman, man. They're sitting over here waiting for you to come over here. They get mad when I say stuff like that, but it's just the truth. That's not going to hurt anybody. Why do you think everybody's coming over here if that wasn't true? You see these guys, look at me, but you see these other guys on these blogs. You got these women. What makes you think you're not going to have a woman? That's not a put down. It's been going on for a long, long time, but I can't tell y'all that. Y'all don't want that. Y'all just want me to keep pounding in your head. That's all I'm saying. That's what y'all want me to do. Instead of telling you, hey, you know what? More than likely you're going to end up with a woman, but be careful what you wish for. Okay. He says, yeah, Aeon, yeah, that's the correct spelling. He said you can't always find an $80 apartment that's legit. Yeah, a lot of times it's not going to be legit. You're going to have to fix it up. It's going to take money to do that. But what I'm saying is that's being a hypocrite. You're telling somebody that, but you're living in an well, why can't I live in an $80 a month apartment then? You're living in one. So you're telling me you're the only one that can do that? Knowing good and well, if you got an $80 a month apartment, what are you spending $3,000 on? I doubt if you're spending $3,000, but I don't know. It's none of my business. But I'm not going to sit on here and tell somebody, don't come over here. You know, I mean, there's a lot of these channels now are trying to do that. It's just not true, guys. You're not going to learn anything from that. He said, Jules looks like Frank Zappa. Well, you know, I'm sending my sincerest condolences to his family, man. You know, this man's on his deathbed, Frank. Did you know that? I don't know if you watched that last video by Old Dog New Tricks, and I normally don't watch his videos. We talk about a lot of the same things, but I saw 2 videos of his. One, he interviewed Jules about a year ago. This guy's looking good. He's a picture of health. You know, he's happy despite what he was going through on that video, but he looked damn good. 1 year later, because it's on my feed, right next to that video, it's a sad day. Jules is in his last days. And I was like shocked. But I've been watching his decline. Yeah, but no, that's pretty sad. You know, I would say that would have to be my worst nightmare to die and not want to die. That's how my father was. He was angry when he was dying. His last 30 days, my father was as angry as I've ever seen any human being. And my mother said because he knows he's going to die and he's not ready to die. Imagine he was 61 like me. He said, how many people would be happy in his $80 per month apartment? Yeah, you can only speak for yourself, guys. I'm not going to get on no spiritual hilltop and tell you what you can't do over here and how you should live your life over here. It's people doing videos about, they want to talk down on you because you're over here on a tourist visa. Well, we didn't make the rules. The Philippines made the rules. A lot of us, don't have a pension. Okay, so we can't retire. And then some of us don't have $10,000. Some of us don't have $20,000. I mean, we just need to leave people alone, man, is all I'm saying. Just give some general information. But when you start trying to get deep inside of people's lives and tell them what they can do and what they can't do and all that, man, I think we're going too far with that. I'm going to scare you with this. I want you to keep your head on swivel when you come over. Respect the Philippines. Put some respect on the Philippines, man. That's all I'm saying. We done totally disrespected this place. Like, I'm just going to walking in my big black boots over here, walking over people, walking through people. Oh, here I am. I've arrived, man. You can get your damn head cut off. Literally. They would cut your damn head off over here. He said, hell, even a $240 house is here for rent. You know what? Most of them anyway. Well, it just depends, Angelo, on where you are. Remember, maybe I need to make another video or make a vlog. I mean, a live stream. Maybe my next live stream is going to be, which Philippines are you talking about? Because we talk about the Philippines as if it's just Manila, it's just one place. It's spread out. If you're in Luzon around Metro Manila, rent's going to be higher. And in any of these urban cities. But I can show you, I forgot, I wasn't able to show you that 10,000 peso a month apartment over here down the street from me. It's new. Everything in it. The television, the aircon, the shower. It's nice, man. It just depends. And remember, no two people are the same. So your taste and my taste are not the same. You may look at that and be like, man, it's below me. That's just how it is. Different strokes for different folks. He said, I'm going to the local Filipino store here and buy some dried fish. I need to see what this is like for myself before I get there. See if it's as bad as they say. Wish me luck. Well, it's going to stink, but the taste, when you taste it, Robert, it's going to taste like country ham. It's cured the same way, basically. But it's going to stink. He says, I had to start high, then work my way down. I could not have started in a third-class city where I am now. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You got to give yourself some time. That way you know a little bit more about the country that you decide to move in. When you get here, guys, you got to go. This is just a piece of advice. You don't have to follow it. I apologize for saying you need to. No. Expat Alley. It makes your transition to the Philippines a whole lot easier Go to Saboon first, Manila, Angeles City, Bacala, Dumaguete, Davao, and all those places. General Santos, Cagayan de Oro, before you start coming to a place like St. Carlos City or Jagna, Bohol, where he is, or wherever it is. You don't want to start like that. Your transition is going to be rough, man. He said, yeah, he's not doing well at all. Yeah, he's at the end of the road. Yeah, the passport book. That's what we need when you come to most countries, Kobe. Welcome to the chat. He said, my passport book I use for entering the country, getting a driver's license, an open bank account. My card I carry for identification, hotel. Yeah, you can use both of them. But I'm saying, when I'm out in the street, is what we're talking about, Kobe, I wouldn't carry those original documents. I would make a copy. Now, I do carry my Philippine license, I mean, not license, that ACR card, because if that comes up missing, I can get another one. But it's not like your passport. He said, I had a pretty decent condo in Cebu for 300, a decent home rental for 200. Prices have definitely gone up since then, though. Yeah, but, you know, just like I'm saying, it depends on where you are. In 2000, well, this was 2010, I was paying 50. But it depends on where you live. The further south you come, the more affordable it becomes. There's a place, okay, the first apartment we stayed in, fully furnished. This is 2019. Fully furnished, 2-bedroom. It was 11,000 pesos per month. Good furniture. You know, wasn't nothing cheap. And we had cable. We didn't have Wi-Fi, we had cable. It just depends on where you live, man, and what you want to deal with. It is about respect, but we don't put no respect on these countries because we're from big bad America, and we think because our living lifestyles is better and everything like that, we can look down on people when it's just as dangerous over there as it is anywhere. Comfort and security, he was talking about. Hell, where were you living? There's no comfort and security for me. Hell, I used to have to go to all different areas as an insurance agent. The police, let me tell you this right now. The police do not protect you. They solve crimes, but they don't protect you. If I'm in home in America, anybody has access to me. They can kill me. I'm not rich. Okay, wait. I'm on here. Go, I get it. Thank you. I'm not rich. I'm not a politician. I'm not a celebrity. Okay, they do not protect me. Now, will they investigate my murder? Yeah. But they're not a deterrent for crime, not in America. The police aren't. Yeah, everybody's lifestyle is different. We need to stop always trying to one up on the next man. And that's what we do. But, you know, as Americans, we've got that bad. We really want to tell people how to live their life, or what they should do or what they shouldn't do. Don't come over here unless you got this and that. And like, oh, I don't believe that such and such is living off this amount. Well, you're not even living off that amount. But this is what Americans do. So we'll say, oh, don't come over here. Well, I don't really care. The point I'm saying, I'm getting ready to get this next bill. It's not going to go way down, but they sent the memo out saying it's supposed to go down dramatically. But I got a small place. Even if it goes back down to 12, I'm not going to be happy. It's a lot less than 17, but it's my house is not that big. I'm not using that much electricity. Okay. But I could care less about guys blasting me. Hey, blindfold, what's going on? This is true. Respect is different, but common respect, though, is the same. You don't look down your nose at people. But yeah, he did do the right way. He moved around, got his feet wet, and was like, oh wow, I can live like this. Because he probably didn't even know that existed. And a lot of these people, they stay stuck in the same wherever they live in. They don't know what's available in the rest of the Philippines because they don't travel. These people who are giving this information, they've only lived in that one spot. So how are you going to tell me what's available down in Mindanao if you've never been there before? Or in the Western Visayas or the Eastern Visayas or Northern Luzon if you've never been there? You giving us based on your experience or what you think. Well, I can't live off what you think. I'm sorry, I can't live off what you think. Yeah, and then just come here with some common sense. Like I said on my video earlier, the Philippines is an easy place to come to if it's your first introduction to international travel to Southeast Asia, because it's simple here. You're welcome here. You're not going to have any problems. You don't have to have a woman waiting at the airport for you. That's how easy it is to move around here and stuff. I mean, it's just how it is, man. It's not that hard. He said cop cam videos on YouTube blew up real quick. You see some way out stuff. He said every country has an upper, middle, and lower class. But what we're talking about today, we're just talking about staying safe over here. Keeping your guard up, man. That's all we're saying. I would look at everybody with skepticism because they're going to look at you skeptical. We come over here and we pretend like we know these people and they know us. You go out to the province and you buy 2 cases of Red Horse and you start drinking with complete strangers. You have no idea who these people are. It's fortunate for us that they are genuinely good. That's the only thing that saves us, not us. We're stupid. Some of the stupid stuff we do. Letting women know where you stand. You 8,000 miles from home. You can't carry a gun or no type of firearm, but you giving her all your information. Hey, Edgar, he says, is it worth getting solar panels for your house? Not at this time, because we just don't have many brownouts here. Is that something down the road? I don't even know if I would seriously consider that. If the price came down, certainly. Like microwaves used to be real expensive, digital watches and all that used to be real expensive, cell phones and all that. Well, once these solar panels, once China starts mass producing them, somebody said that on here, and the price comes down, then I'll probably get a program for $199 or something. He said, try to smell good. Wear deodorant. I'm not so sure that they think Americans smell good. Be aware, be the exception. Cal's correct. He says, if you buy a condo, be prepared to come out the pocket with many unexpected costs, millions of pesos. I'm not bullshitting you. Down the road, it will pay off, but that initial is MF. Yeah. Okay. No, sorry, Cal Juice. If you look up the Philippine, but I'm not a lawyer, okay? I'm just going by the Philippine nationality law. That's Filipino citizens by birth, but then underneath it, it says foreign nationals. That's us. Okay, you can become a Philippine citizen, okay? Now, I'm not going to argue with anybody about that because, first of all, none of us are even going to meet the requirements, guys. Don't take this video in another direction. The point I was trying to make, guys are so worried about owning land. I said, then, if you're so worried about owning land, Cal Jews, then become a Philippine citizen and whatever that entails. Don't come on here telling me, oh, I'm going to lose my American citizenship. Well, then stop worrying about owning land over here then. They paved the way for you to do that, to become a Filipino citizen. And you can own land. But nobody's ever going to get that far. Okay? But they've laid it all out there for you. And you're going to tell me, look it up for yourself. America has reciprocity laws. Okay, there's no way a Filipino is going to be in America. He's become a naturalized U.S. citizen, has all the rights and protections that you do as somebody born in America, and then be able to have dual citizenship over here and Americans not be able to do the same thing. You don't know the United States government. That's how we deal. We deal with that reciprocity. It's the same with taxes and everything else. If you're going to do it in my country, then I'll do it in yours. But I guess it would be. I guess it would be. You know. Now, I don't drink any of that stuff anymore like I used to. But this is where guys get on here. See, that's why I don't like making videos like that. It goes over people's heads. They're too smart. That is for people who are saying, oh, foreigners can't own land. Okay, yeah, but they got a loophole for you. Become a Filipino citizen with everything that entails, whatever it entails. Okay? If you're so worried about owning land. Don't send me a link that says, oh, foreigners can't own land. Well, when you become a Filipino citizen, you're no longer considered a foreigner. Like, really, guys? I mean, I'm not worried about it. I didn't buy this house and lot and build it because I'm worried about how can I own it. You don't own nothing in your own country anyway, but you worry about whether you can own land over here. You're the guys who get nothing done in life. Okay? Build it first, then worry about all that stuff, man. I did it for my daughter and I did it for my family over here. I could live in the 10,000 peso a month apartment over here, guys. I can adapt. I'm simple. I let go of all that stuff a long time ago. Basically, when I came over here, the Philippines changed me. Okay? I don't need all that fancy stuff anymore. Put me somewhere near the beach. Y'all saw where I was living. Put me over there again and leave me alone for 20,000 pesos every month for everything. And then let me buy my food from the fishermen along the road. And I'm done. You won't see me with a big fancy motorcycle and all that stuff. I didn't come over here for that. But that video was for you guys who are always saying that all foreigners can't own land. Philippine Experience says my wife is only open to living locations where she feels our kids and myself are fairly safe from holdups and kidnapping. Being foreigners, be sure your girl or partner have your interests at heart. Yeah, and this is something that's going to happen on down the road because she's going to follow your lead. A lot of times, women over here, they don't know any better. You say, hey, is it safe over there? How do they know? They've never been there before. That's why it's always good to keep your woman somewhere close to where she lives. Otherwise, her value decreases. She's not going to know, as smart as Maryland is, and, you know, Maryland knows San Carlos City. They know her. If we moved to Cebu, 3 hours from here, she would be lost. When we went to Angeles City, she could not drive in that traffic. Okay, it was totally different. It was foreign to her. She might as well have been in another country. Okay, if I asked her, well, where do you think we should move in Angeles City? She would not know. She wouldn't have any idea. So that's why I always say, hey, if you're going to be with a woman, live somewhere close. She knows who the bad guys are. No, she knows where that line in the sand is drawn, guys. So you don't cross it. But if we go to Cebu, she's not going to know. We could go to Dumaguete, she's not going to know. Well, that's all. That's, you know, as sad as it is, man, all this passport bro stuff and all this international travel stuff, I thought it was going to turn into something good. It's only turned into a pussy hunt. That's all it is. It's, man, I tell you, man, they really messed that up. That's all they're talking about, really. Dating and all that, man. I wash my hands of it because that's all that it's become. That's all it's become. Pussy hunt. Yeah, don't forget to check out Blizzard Abroad, man. 53 Shades Darker. Let's give these guys some support. They talk about a lot of the same stuff we do. Remember, no two people are the same. You may relate more to what the life that they're living than me or any other vlogger, because that's why we gravitate toward these guys. We relate to them some kind of way. But you got to give them at least, put 53 Shades Dark up there. I want him to start having more of a live stream so people can get to know you. Don't you know, when I first started out, I was not doing live streams. Even when I got monetized, a guy says, hey, man, if you want your channel to really grow and you really want to get some support, start having a live stream so people can feel like they know you. And it was the best piece of advice I got since I've been on YouTube. Because every time when somebody comes here, it's like I know them already. Angelo, all of them. Whenever they come here, it's like I already know them already. And I've never met them in my life. A guy told me that in Angeles City, he's from England. He said, man, I watch you all the time. He said, and we're sitting here now. This is the last night we were there. He says, it seems like I know you, but I've never met you before. I said, that's with everybody. Yeah, but you can too. If you're going to stay here 10 years, it don't mean leave for one day and come back, then your 10 years starts over. Like Pumpkin Joe Philippine Experience. He's married to a Filipino citizen. He's been here 5 years in a row. Okay? He could apply for a Philippine citizenship. Okay? And he could go down that rabbit hole and then come back up and tell us what's going on. But for people to say, if you become a Filipino citizen, you're going to lose your Social Security, I'm not buying that. I don't know for sure, but I'm not buying that. They don't know for sure. Just as like, okay, here's what happens when you become a naturalized U.S. citizen from the Philippines. You go over there, they say you got to renounce your Filipino citizenship, your passport, give it up to get your American citizenship. But then you can pledge allegiance to the Philippines. Okay, but if your mother, if you're born to Filipino parents, it's different. And after, if you hear from that's what happened to the guy who stayed in jail. He was so old, he didn't fall under the 1987 Constitution of the Philippines that says, when your parents are here, you automatically are dual. See, my kids are automatically dual. Okay, so I don't know what they're talking about. My kids can own land here and in America. Okay, so what are you talking about? You tell me that they're dual citizens, dude. Yeah, who cares about that anyway? The people who are so worried about the damn owning land. He said it's getting hot in the South China Sea. They're not really. Not really. What they do? They sprayed some they sprayed some pepper spray in the man's eyes or something. That's nothing. Trust me, China is not the United States. Now, if that was the United States, we'd be going to war over that. Okay? And, be careful what you wish for, Philippines. You don't want that war. You've already had war fought on your home soil. Okay, when the Japanese and Americans, you see how that didn't turn out well. You're still recovering from that. You really don't want that. Y'all have to understand something. It's all propaganda, man. It's all media. There's 7 other countries who have their hat in that ring over there, but it's only the Philippines and China making it to be a big deal. Okay? He said, I just got in. I'm a Canadian who just married a Filipina in Thailand. What are our options if we decide to move back to the Philippines? What do you mean? I don't understand. Would they recognize your marriage? You probably have to register it here in the Philippines for it to mean anything. Okay? Remember, I got married in America. My marriage is not registered in the Philippines. So guys are like, oh, you can get in trouble. No, I can't, because the Philippines has no record of me being married. But I can't argue. I stopped arguing with fools. Okay, now if me and my wife would have came over here like Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience, him and his wife, and registered our marriage here, then it'd be a different story. Okay, I could have got my 13A, but I can't get my 13A because they have no record of me being married to a Filipina. It's as if I'm not even married over here, guys. Okay, I came out lucky on that because I didn't even know the difference really. I just wanted to do a K1. I wasn't going to get married here, but I did it. So if something did go south, which it did, she wouldn't have to get an annulment. She doesn't have to get an annulment. When we divorce in America, she's free to marry in the Philippines or in America. But I came out lucky on that because I really didn't know. That's all I'm saying. Well, I'm not sure about that because I don't know how Africans see us. I know that over here, the situation is so dire for some people that if you're breathing, okay, and you got a pension, and you're 18 years old at least, where you can sign up for that visa, then you're okay. Okay? We're always looking at it through our eyes. We never try to walk in their shoes and try to figure. That's why I ask guys all the time, why do you think the woman's with you? They don't know that they're too ashamed to say it. They really know, but they won't say it. Okay? There's a reason a 22-year-old woman is with a 62-year-old, 70-year-old man. Love ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay, circumstances warrant that. But there's some guys who come over here, they're not 70, they're 49. And they think, oh, I'm different. No, you're not. You're not any different. because you can do for her. She thinks you can do for her the same thing as a 70-year-old man can do. So I don't really know what your question is, because I don't know how Africans view us. To be honest, he said, Cal, I met a lady in San Carlos. Do you have a recommendation for streaming on Facebook Messenger? She's using TNT data and it's kind of choppy. Just have her do WhatsApp. Remember, be careful, man, chatting these women. Just come on over here, man, and meet her. Okay, because the longer you chat with her, I wouldn't be chatting with on Facebook. I wouldn't be streaming on Facebook Messenger. Even though they say that's more secure than WhatsApp. I tried WhatsApp. Try WhatsApp. Have her open a WhatsApp account, Yardy. But you got to be careful, man. I did the video, man. Y'all think I just be yapping on her. I'm trying to help you. The big mistake we make is we chat them too long. And then we become emotionally attached. Then that's when the money, you're going to feel responsible for her situation. She's going to draw you in like that. You're going to start feeling sorry for her. Oh, look how she's living. You have nothing to do with that. And then you start sending money. And once you start sending, that's it. You don't open up the Pandora's box. There's no closing that until you go to the next one. Then you're spending again. You've already established that habit. Because you got to spend anyway, guys. Who else is going to spend? There's no Dutch dating over here. No, let's go to lunch on Dutch. I'll pay this time, you pay the next time. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen for the majority of us. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm simple, man. He says, I'm building a house because that's what I want. I'm not worried about getting kicked out. Exactly. And this is my whole point. But, you know, you got the Armchair Bro Association out there. They critiquing you, but they're not doing anything, by the way. They're not getting anything accomplished. How can you criticize anybody who comes to a place and say, you know what, man, my money's going to go further over there. I might be able to realize some of my dreams there. I have a, better chance of being happier. I'm just exercising my right to travel. But they'll find a way to do it. That's all this passport bro stuff then turned into. Criticizing each other, arguing. Oh, you're not doing it the right way. You should be doing it this way. Man, that's bullshit. If I escaped the burning house, man, give me a pat on the back, man. Give me a change of clothes or something. I escaped the damn burning house over there. Now you are throwing gasoline on me when I get out of there. I ain't got time for that petty stuff, man. The passport bro movement had great opportunity to do something. It's a pussy hunt. Now it's like a Jerry Springer. Some of these channels, man, you think you're on Jerry Springer. They going at each other. Like there's a real blueprint for being happy. He said, thanks, peeps in the chat and viewers that just subscribed. I appreciate your support. 70% of my YouTube earnings will be given right back to my community, helping feed families. Much appreciated. Yeah, see, most people, I give half a man. That's why I'm over here. If I did, hell, imagine the haters I would have. But they even tried to come after me for that when I first started. So I had to get creative. I came up with the games. It's not charity. What I did for Donna was charity. That's why I don't go out in the street and help people anymore, because that is charity. And I don't have a license to do that, and they will turn you in for that. But when you create a game of which people have to meet some requirements, okay, and I'm spinning a wheel, that's a game. That's not charity. Well, I'm sorry, it's not. Because when I chasing foxes over here, you know what you chasing? Pussy, okay? Yeah, I'm just saying, Andrew, this passport bro movement, man, had the potential to really turn into something, but it's nothing now. It's just every place they go, they're talking about the women. Oh, I got better looking women. Just the other day, I saw a channel, I can't remember what channel it was. He said, yeah, the white guy, this is a black guy, by the way, made this video. He said the white guys get the dime pieces and the black men get the leftovers. And I'm like, dude, why would you make a video like that? What is that going to help anybody? But that's what it's turned into. Over here, he's spending money instead of congratulating somebody for being out here, recreating their lives. Okay, away from all that rat race, and they've unhooked themselves from the hamster wheel, and they're actually out here doing it on their own terms. All they do is kick you. And that's what it's turned into. He said, I saw that video, it's so stupid. Yeah, it's just ignorant, man, but that's what it's turned into. Hey, Kevin, thanks for that super chat. He said, you have a way of delivering a powerful message with humor and don't even realize it. Yeah, it's just me, man. It's just who I am. But thank you for that, man. But let's go to this list one more time before I get off here. Put some respect on the Philippines. Put some respect on Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam. Don't think because we come from the West that we're better than or we're bigger than, okay, and we're bulletproof. Your safety is number one. If it's not, then put it at number one. Remove that woman down, way down the list. She shouldn't be anywhere. When you got that status as the prize, the diamond to catch, that's the least thing you should be worried about. You should be worried about your safety, right? Not some woman, okay, that land up over here and in these different places. Circumstances warrant that, but I'm sorry. He said, Cal, you familiar with the ballot buying program? I am. I came over here originally on the ballot buying visa. But remember, we have to show our marriage license because our marriage isn't registered over here. So when I came over here December 5th, 2018, I got 1 year of, my visa was for 1 year, no fees. Yeah, all this stuff, but it's a lot of new bloggers on. He says a lot of channels don't tell us the info you give. The hell with budget videos, visa scams, diseases, food poisoning, no-go zones, culture. That's what we get on this channel. Yeah. But to be fair, a lot of these channels are new because I'm seeing it's my first 90 days in the Philippines, 6 months in the Philippines. Here's my perspective. And they're talking about stuff that new channels talk about, stuff that they think that you want to hear. They don't realize that people have come long before them and given out that information. So to be fair, that's what they do. But it's the older channels who want to, you don't hardly see them doing that stuff anymore. They'll pull one up every now and then. But it's these new channels that they want to be the dating experts. And the guy sit there, I don't know his channel, what I can't think of it. And even if I could, I wouldn't say it. But anyway, he's sitting there. He's telling you how to meet the woman, what to say, and all that. Now, it was cringy, man. I was like, dude, you got that woman sitting next to you the same way everybody else did. You didn't do all that. You got on the damn dating site, man. Stop. Quit making it so complicated, like y'all special. This is what makes me sit back and be like, man, y'all crazy. Y'all really think y'all celebrities and stars and stuff now. She's wanting you for the same reason every other woman wants the man that they're with. There's nothing special about you. And you didn't pull any special strings and all that stuff, guys. That's bullshit. But it's entertainment. But that's what gets me. He's sitting there telling grown ass men what to say to a woman over here when all you gotta do is get you a profile, put on it. Hey, I'm interested in you. Are you interested in me? Okay, I'm coming. Okay, then come. You want to meet me at the airport? Okay, then meet me. It's not complicated like they try to make it. Like they're special. Like the woman they got is special. She's starving like the rest of them, dude. Quit. Okay, she wants a better life, just like the rest of them. Yeah, I've seen these videos too. But they get a pass, remember? Those women get a pass. They get a pass. They going those old British women, they're going, what is it, Gambia they going to? I mean, I really got to take my hat off to the men. You know, see, this is the opposite. This is the game on his head of what's going on over here. So you look at those, see, now you can kind of understand what the women are putting up with over here. Go watch that video of the old British women dating these young black men over in Gambia, right? And you see these women that these men are going to bed with. These are young men. And you're cringing. You're like, ain't no way I'm going to get in bed with that old duck, you know, right? But then when you turn it around, you can't see it. When the woman's over here, now you want to think you somebody special. Go over there and watch that video, and you tell me your whole perspective is going to change on what goes on over here. And you're going to see, like, wow, it's the same thing that's going on over there, except the roles are reversed. Because now you're seeing it through a man's eyes, and you're seeing these are fat women, they old, they got guts, titties hanging, touching the ground. But these guys is over there because they ain't got a pot to piss in. They going to bed with these women, marrying them, the women taking them back. It's the same thing that's going on over here, but the roles have been reversed. You'll get a lot more respect, and you'll be humbled then. You won't think you Keith Richards. You know you Pee Wee Herman for real. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you never hear it. But because it's too real, it brings home what's really going on in a lot of these other countries where the women are dealing with the older men. But our egos have shot up because we think we're somebody special. All you got to do is go on there. You'll see what they're dealing with. They ain't no, but you got to be hungry to deal with that. I mean it. You really got to be hungry to deal with some of them women. That them get every now and then the young ones, they'll get a decent looking woman. And the same thing happens over in the DR. A lot of them European women come over there and scoop up them younger guys. Hey, Uncle Buck, thanks. He said, hello, big fella. Love the show. Keep it going, bro. Say hello to Curly and the kids. Cheers, brother. Man, Curly was trying to save me and Merlin from something yesterday. That's why we supposed to be in Cebu, but, you know, they're superstitious over here. So Merlin's like, no, let's don't travel. Curly's trying to tell us something. Okay, so I'm going to the store, but I'm walking. Merlin's going. I forgot where Merlin was going, but I'd be damn if Curly didn't run after her and jump on the damn motorcycle. Man, he's never done that before. I mean, he wouldn't let her go. He's sitting there in front of her, you know. So he finally gets off and wanders off somewhere. I don't know where he is. So I'm walking. And right before I get to the street, here comes Curly running at me, jumping up on me, pushing me back, really trying to get my attention because he doesn't do that before. And I'm like, what's Curly doing? First I was mad because he got me all dirty. And then all of a sudden he starts barking at me and running back toward the house. And I was like, wow, I didn't know, you know, I forgot to tell Marilyn when I told her, she was like, he gave me the same way. So, you know, dogs have a premonition, I guess. You know, they can hear stuff we can't hear. But he certainly was trying to warn me of something. I don't know what it was. He's never done that to me. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. He sent something. I don't know what it was. Was it somebody waiting up there to rob me or do me harm, or was it something? He surely. He got my attention. I walked all the way back home, locked him in the gate, and left again. He said, "What's up with all these vloggers zooming the camera on women walking on the street doing the routine delta?" I don't know, man. Well, they know it's all about women. That's what's going to get the clicks and stuff. Guys, remember, they made it all about the woman. It has nothing to do with freedom and all that stuff anymore. And, you know, getting off the hamster wheel and, you know, living life on your terms. And it has nothing to do with that anymore. They turned it into a dating game. It's like, man, y'all crazy. Because here's what happens to guys. Okay, they buy into all of that. They put the woman up there. But then when they come over to get the woman, then now the woman's going to start running everything because they didn't learn anything from the other videos. Now they're going back trying to learn stuff. It's too late. You know, where can I get a place? And all this kind of stuff. What's the best place for a new man in the Philippines? They don't know. Y'all see what Alan said when he came over here? He's in the province with the woman. It only took for 3 days. He's like, I'm sorry, I can't deal with that. See, he didn't have to go through that if he wasn't going to put the woman first. Ain't no way I'm staying in the province for no amount of time. I got stuck down in the squatters area. I didn't have no choice. In Zamboanga, I mean, Philippines, you was locked down. But every squatters area is not the same. I mean, it wasn't unbearable conditions, but I wouldn't rent there. Hey, Kevin Strong, thanks for that super chat. He said, laugh my ass off. But yeah, we screwed it up, guys. We really have over here. Clicks and views, and that's all they want, really. They really don't give a damn about you, for real. They just want them clicks. Get over here. Thank y'all so much for your super chat, super stickers, your thumbs up, your memberships, all your support for Sunshine Shows. If you haven't checked out my video, check it out. You know, do you need a girlfriend here? Do you need a girlfriend, to be happy in the Philippines? And I just give a few pros and cons. No, you really don't at the end of the day. This is an easy place to acclimate to. Don't make that your number one priority, guys. Stop. Okay, don't do it. Okay, because be careful what you wish for. You're going to get caught in that trap. You can't get out. But take care. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble, man. Don't do anything stupid. That food smelling good. No, it's not a good, not for you. For Michael Beach of Life, it wasn't, he started in Cebu. Don't go to Bohol the time, guys. Don't do it. Okay? Even if you're only going to stay in Cebu a month or two. Do not go straight to places like that. There's some guys that come here to St. Carlos City, but all the party and everything's out of them. They're older guys, but the younger guys that came here, they gone. It's it's not their cup of tea, man. It's too slow. This is a place to retire. If you got any fight left in you, you're done if you come here. See, that's my problem. Sometimes that's why we're going to Cebu. I guess in the morning, I guess. Her thinking of saying, Carlos, I have to get out. I got to go to the beach or somewhere. Well, take care, everybody. I'll see y'all next time.